Okay, and we are back. So, moving on. Is this a walkthrough wall? No, it's real. So, there might just be 2 stages left in this tier, so let's have a look. What's up, Iceman? This lab has me truly in awe. One of the most inspiring places I've ever been to. I am not at all biased with this assessment, and if you think so, I am completely unsure how you came to such a conclusion. Jeez, Iceman, I wonder why you would be biased. Well, 107th place then. Assault Hunt by Zatsupachi. Now, that is a name I very much recognize. Anyway, the overall score is 48.42. So this had a 10% time penalty. It got a 68 from Patchy, a 63 from Mick, then a 40, 50 and a 30. So functionality, got a 1 from Flashman, that worries me. But creativity high, aesthetics decent, fun decent, design half, but functionality is only half, which is worrying. Anyway, Zatsupachi, I may be not correct, but I believe Zatsupachi was the creator of Yggrasil from Magmammo 2. As well as bonus levels in, I believe it was Tier X, for instance, the Quickening 2. That was an infamous stage from the first contest as well, the Quickening, which was a super, super hard Quickman level. Anyway, if you're not the creator, then I'm sorry for misremembering. I might have to go back and check, but I believe Zatsupachi made the infamous Yggrasil. So what do we have here? Oh boy! 1 element, 5 tokens. Let's face it, it's... I mean... Okay, I'm gonna say the skip teleport was there, but I got completely surprised by Rabi-Ribi music. I was not expecting that. Although, also, what on earth am I looking at here? This is one of my favorite songs from Rabi-Ribi or Rabi-Ribi, something like that it was called. It's been a while since I played it. Anyway, Zatsupachi stage without a skip teleporter. Those don't happen very often. So what do we have here? Oh boy. Scratch, 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 scratch! Oh, hey there. This level isn't actually skippable, but its tokens are. The level locks them behind its score gimmick, and the thresholds to earn them are very, very high, unreasonably high even. One of the judges couldn't even unlock the last one, so we've duplicated tokens and put them here for you. Now if you excuse me, I need to use this girder to scrape some fleas and mites off my back. Why won't they come off? Why won't they come off? Ah! 5 tokens locked behind some scoring gimmick, huh? Oh boy. Oh, this song is so good. Also, I didn't mention it. I'm in a desert. Look at the aesthetics. It may not be the highest resolution, but what? Wow! Oh, okay, thematically this is amazing. I already forgot the name of the stage. Crap. That was a door? Okay. I mean, now I'm really getting convinced that this is the creator of Yggrasil. The graphics in that stage were also very unique. Alright, what is this stage score, section score, and multiplier? No! No! Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. Joe, do you wanna... One multiplier. How do we get the multiplier up? So those are the tokens and that's the element. Okay. So what is this stage going to be about? What am I even looking at here? Dr. Wolfstrom Document 12. Design document for Fanatic Joe. As a relative newcomer to the Robotics Society, I have grown interest in the Joe line of robots. This project focuses on mass productivity and cost efficiency, hence their durability has been cut tremendously. This project can stem into the complete militarization of the Joe line instead of just private security. Document 46. Design document for Rifleman Joe. Arming the Joe with standard weaponry is strange. First step, as the average Joe has inbuilt weapons on their forearm. This is simply to see the compatibility with current militaries and their apparatuses. I have developed their hands to be as dexterous as a human would to properly operate with a rifle. We may be approaching uncanny values of humanoid robotics. Design document for Bazooka Joe 51. Now that standardized weapons are able to be handled by the previous build, it is time to surpass human limitation. Operating heavy weapons such as rocket launchers, miniguns, and the like can be a strain to the human body. Hence why some militaries, teams of 2 or more, operate the bulky weapons. No fear as robotics shine once more. They have the strength to wield heavy machinery virtually indefinitely. Document 99 for Sniper Joe. What baffles me about the Joe line is their given first name of Sniper. So I thought I would just make a modification of my rifle Joe and just give it the ability to track and pinpoint as well as shoot accurately on target. Document 3333. Designs for Elite Joe Mark III, Doe. Made as one of the 3 lieutenants for Assault Man. They specialize heavy weaponry and artillery. Due to the heavy weapon system, this design cannot operate with bipedal movement without difficulties. I have personally supplied retractable rollerblades on their ground contact if rigorous movement is needed. Despite everything, this Joe is the most armored by design. Document 2415. Designs for Elite Joe Mark II, Bow or Bowie. Made as one of the 3 lieutenants for Assault Man. They specialize on automatic weapons and demolition. The smartest of the 3 designs can predict outcomes of scenarios, however they hate to be proven wrong. 1011. Designs for Elite Joe Mark I, Bowie. Made as one of 3 lieutenants for Assault Man. They specialize on bladed and light weapons. They possess great agility but a very fragile frame as trade-off. And finally, is this Assault Man? This is Assault Man, a robot designed to field and command various Joe robots in various military activities. They have been designed with personal defense weapon ranging from a rapid-fire but inaccurate machine gun to a rocket launcher. They can also use his bulk to pin targets into enclosures. Okay, well, that's the story and premise of this stage. So, what is... Oh... Right. Interesting. So, what am I about to enter? Is what I'm wondering. What is this simulation? Oh, wow. Okay, guys. See you later then. What is that? Oh! Ice wall? What? Wait, you guys don't hurt me? There goes a big multiplier. Am I meant to just stay here and keep grinding or what? What is that? Guess Can I do anything with this? Okay. Oh. Okay. What is that? LT? Laser fighter. Really? That was cool. SC? Oh, you can only equip one at a time. I see, gotcha. It seems you want to be defeating enemies, like a lot of them. That's the idea I'm getting so far. And maybe your multiplier will drop if you get hit, so... Don't take damage. I'm on rank C, so we're doing well. Let's go with that. Thunder-Beam! Hell yeah. Oh god. Oh wow, we got the rush, Mega Man 3 rush there. Oh my... Hey guys, I wish to have actually shot some of you there. No! You do lose your multiplier, but it's not like... You don't lose it completely. Okay, you lose quite a lot. Elect Beam is not good for this. Yeah, my multiplier, and I'm like not killing any enemies here. Okay. And I'm out of ammo. Ow! Maybe I should have just switched to Mega Buster in that case. I've probably lost way too much multiplier. What? Well, you guys actually do fight back, but you don't have the strike on it. Real. I mean, they don't have hitboxes. So when it's red, it hurts you, right? So now it's okay. So that ice through again. Magnetic Shockwave is pretty good. Magnetic Shockwave! Alright, we got some boss. Ah, no, don't touch that. Oh god. There's a Yasichi. I'm being targeted, I don't like that. Oh dear. That resets your multiplier back to 1. I mean, I expected that to be the case. Do I have Magnetic Shockwave? No. Ah. How do I can't hurt you guys now, though. No. Spark Chase is really good, but how do I get out of it? I don't know. Yeah. Wait, can I just farm you here? Interesting, you can. So what's the highest multiplier? Let's actually test this. 256. Basically, you have to play Water Shield. I don't really want that. Get out of buddy. Well, that consumed Magnetic Shockwave again, huh? I'm gonna play with Laser Triton. No! Oh, that's really not good. That might be quite fun. Actually. What's this door? I don't know. Let's get out of this room. Oh boy, this stage. Right. The ladder that goes down. Oh. the only way to go here. So sometimes the multiplier just doesn't go down. I don't know when that differs. And get that, can I?
Again?
Let's find some. What the hell? Alright, kill, please. I didn't really want you to respawn. I need to get rid of this. Thanks. Thanks for that. No. What the hell? This stage is wild. No.
Wait, they're trying.
I don't know if ranking is the best, or if I need to get, well, S. You would think S is best. As I would. Buddy. No. I'm using anything in a stage that requires me to have a lot of score. I'm not dying here. I don't really want any of them. Oh? We made... I'm on S! Okay. Oh, hello there. Wow, his song is epic. Whoa, buddy! Buddy? Is it only the red one that hurts you? Ow. Moment of truth, guys. How did we do? I'm on rank S with an overall score of 6.5 million. Is that going to be enough to get all tokens? I have no idea what the scoring is. All of them are opened. We've succeeded. We've absolutely aced the stage. Absolutely destroyed it. Well, what I did notice is you can farm your multiplier by just killing the same enemies over and over. That was a unique experience. If this is really the creator of the infamous Yggrasil, then you've honestly done so well here. This stage was fantastic. That was an amazing stage. What did our judges think? A Soul Hunt very much fits. Mick, 63. I didn't expect that first song to be so soothing. Definitely one of my future picks for relaxation music. Go play Rabi-Ribi, it's a fantastic game as well. Interesting setup in general for an intro, though I somewhat questioned the necessity of it. As for the actual level, there's a right way and a wrong way to do combat levels, and this is a little of both. The concept is nice and it's fun to rack up my score, but the implementation can fall a bit flat. This isn't the fault of the enemy types. They're an excellent option for the concept, though sometimes the swarms can become an outright cluster fuzzy. Rather, it's the strict multiplier that creates issues. If you die for any reason whatever, your racked up is gone. It also doesn't freeze going through screen transitions, or when enemies stop respawning. The jet section is the worst, for this even without the multipliers. Either nothing is happening or the screen's an absolute mess. It's not fun either way. Trying to using Elect Beam there was really not the way to go. I got no point, but still managed to get an S rank. So now, if you're going for just the energy element, this isn't terrible. It takes practice to get used to the swarms as well as some strategic weapon selection, but the level is manageable. One of the things that helps is not every room is a swarm. People need breaks to do something, and there's definitely enough platforming to provide that, although I wish the snipers couldn't shoot me from off screen. Please respect boundaries. That said, if you want all 5 tokens, the sheer amount of grinding required for S-Rank is infuriating. You basically have to be perfect and or you have to squeeze nearly every last screen dry. I've seen worse optionals, yes, but this isn't fun regardless. The other core issue is with the boss fights, not for their concept. The Elite Joes have pair padded and interesting arenas, and Assault Mine is incredibly fair despite how much ground he covers. However, these feel like they're only barely holding together. Particularly Assault Man. I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to sail through the air when he's firing machine gun bullets every which way. And his aim is so bad I have to try to get hit by that attack. I also see him get shunted out of the terrain more than usual, which makes me very glad he's not been shunted out of the room yet. These are fun fights, but their apparent instability has me worried. Shin, 36. Oh lord, this is one hectic stage. To be fair, I at least understand why. It's clearly based on Metal Slug, and flooding the screen with enemy-sized bullets is commonplace for run and gun games like that. But I don't think that was translated very well here in this context of Mega Man's usual gameplay. There's so much chaos during certain sections that it can be a little hard to tell what's happening. I guess in a way, some of the more simplistic looking graphics here help with that, given you don't want anything too distracting with so many bullets flying around, though that doesn't fully excuse them or the highly compressed JPEG backgrounds. Regardless, you're still going to be taking a lot of hits here once the enemies start spawning more frequently. The stage being very glitchy and unstable also doesn't help matters. For frame of reference, here's a list of the technical issues that I ran into during my time with it. The meter for the score multiplier bonus sometimes goes down after killing an enemy, but most of the time it doesn't, at least. I assume that the meter going down is how it's supposed to work. It's a little hard to tell due to how inconsistent it is. Dying to the mini-boss of the Russia segment straight up crashed the game on me. What? The last mini-boss has serious sprite alignment issues while zipping around. The end boss often got stuck in the wall, thus either neutering the fight completely or prematurely ending it as he zipped off screen and died. Well, even if you do manage to cope with these bugs and get through the enemy spam, however, one thing you can brute force your way around are the tokens. While I get what you were going for, I think the points needed to get each one should have been more lenient. I had to sit in one part of the stage and grind for points just to get the final rank needed for all the tokens. And when I need to divert my attention away from the larger points of interest in the level just to ensure I can get everything it has to offer, something has definitely gone wrong. Topping all this off would be the end boss, Assault Man. As stated before, he's very glitchy, to the point where I usually can't even get a full fight with him before he faces into the wall. And when he actually does fight, there's far too much visual clutter to really figure out what's going on. He comes and goes without me really understanding anything about how his battle actually works, which can also be extended to most of the mini-bosses as well. If anything, I can commend the stage for trying to shake up the formula a bit, without turning it into a completely different game. It's certainly a memorable level just for what it sets out to do, it's just not that well executed. Hachi, with a very high 68. Rocket, launcher. Interesting concept of how you can only equip one weapon at a time. The whole stage makes me think of arcade games, it's hectic and kinda fun. The scoring system, it's fine. Just not my kind of appeal. Kinda iffy, too, to lock tokens behind that mechanic, but I suppose it does give you an incentive to replay the entry, try for different weapons, etc. Overall, pretty chaotic and probably was by design, especially with the constant respawning Joes. It can get a little overwhelming, sometimes on top of having the score multiplier being time-based, adding to the pressure. Breakdash is a trap because hitting the boss with it is pretty much impossible with his movement, and it doesn't do more than Thunder Beam, which is 10 times easier to use in this fight. Weird balancing going on here. It also seems like Assaultman visually gets stuck on walls a lot of the time. Doesn't really affect the fight, but it really looks off-putting. I'm worried that he's gonna clip through outer bounds and anytime soon, soft-locking the battle. Yep, that was Shin's experience, well, some of the time. Flashman, 48. Initially, I liked this. I was wrapped up in the lore, music, unconventional mechanics, and fast-paced gameplay. I had some reservations about the graphics pertaining to polish and color blindness, but I appreciated the little touches, the Wily logo on the spikes, for example, and the Jet mini-boss's danger warning when it didn't freeze and persist onto the next screen. I was tickled by the weapon announcements. I forgave the constant enemy spam because the challenge arcs felt deliberate, and the checkpoints and items were where I needed them. Good old frantic fun. I normally despise ranking systems, but it wasn't until I tried getting all the tokens that I started to despise this one. I had only an inference that a higher score would open all the token barriers. Replaying the intersection, which is great for building atmosphere, the first time around became a slog after the umpteenth failed attempt at 100% completion. The more I replayed, the more problem I noticed. At least 3 different enemies can crash the game due to programming oversight. The multiplier meter depletes even while paused, and it seems to stop depleting whenever it feels like it. Yeah, that I noticed too. Enemies clip through walls, stick on walls, and have weirdly inconsistent damage collision. Rifleman Joe sometimes spawn on the wrong screen. Okay. Screen transitions with ladders and slopes are messy. Moving platform tracks aren't labelled consistently. New weapons are only occasionally useful where you pick them up. Weapon pickups don't respawn after dying, and it's bizarre that Rush Jet and Magnet Beam are additions rather than replacements like the other pickups. An ambitious level with entirely new elements and major gameplay twists can be incredibly successful, as long as it's been playtested to perfection. In the process of trying to achieve the 6.5 million score required to unlock the final token, never exceeding 5.7 million, which makes this the only level in the entire contest I couldn't 100%. I've determined that your playtesting process is sabotaging your own potential as a level designer. So S rank is 6.4 million, which I barely got right at the end. Though I did go back to a few screens just to farm enemies to get the multiplier back up to 256, which seems to be where it capped off. I had that at the back of my mind, and well, I managed to just ace it very briefly. Finally, ace 54. This level's fine, it's a ROM, got some cute additions, but nothing really done with it, pure enemy level. It did take the obvious route that none of the Contra or Metal Slug inspired stages in Magma to do, and fully embraced that. The music sounds vaguely Metal Slug, but I don't know if it is. It's not one of the more memorable tracks, of which the series has many, instead feeling more like the equivalent BGM filler. Hey, turns out it's from GBA Metal Slug. However, the vocal cues when selecting weapons are just as cheesy as I'd want them to be. Shame the contest rules disclude the possibility of collecting a rocket launcher. I do honestly like the weapon aspect of this stage, purely optional, with some of the strongest being locked off by requiring a weaker weapon to get them. It's cute. The graphics are consistent, they have an amateurish quality, but when the entire stage is filled with it, it looks better than the sum of individual pieces. My main suggestion is to make more use of contrast. Everything blends in a bit together, especially the terrain. There's a variety of Joes here, but none really stand out, just the occasional mini-boss. If it was going to go with Metal Slug/Contra route, embracing the flashy nature of those series rather than the more generic aspects would have helped this greatly. The fly segment also seemed very undercooked. The mini-boss is alright there, but nothing too memorable. What really bugs me about the stage is the sheer lack of polish. I sometimes get scared I'm going to get shunted into a floor somewhere, or worse, a boss. My heart skipped a beat when Assaultman clipped into the wall as he jumped towards it. Flashbacks of the Yggrasil bosses soft-locking the game filled my head. Other areas include screen transitions that let me clip into terrain, being able to just miss jumping onto Rush in the fly segment. Enemies falling through walls since they spawn in wrong, or the hitboxes allowing them to clip through walls since they're set up wrong. Ultimately, this stage is passable. The score system just isn't even fun here, and from what I can tell, the requirements for the latter tokens are absurd. I am not bothered with getting all the tokens here. I don't feel like grinding, I get the point, and it's not fun. We're not going to make the players grind either. It's not really a challenge, it is just a grind. That's why the skip teleport is there, so that's completely fair. The stage doesn't have an issue. It's just, I suppose, the implementation of the scoring system. If you want someone to get everything, you basically have to be pretty flawless. Because if you get hit, you lose quite a chunk of your multiplier. With that at the back of my mind, I try to play as well as I can in perfect running mindset. And well, it barely worked out for me. I managed to just ace it with 6.5 million. Where the requirement was 6.4, getting the S rank on my first attempt. So barely managed it, but I did. And well, if Zatsupachi is the creator of Yggrasil, then I can completely see the similarities with this stage's assets, layout, design. This was a really good stage overall. Just a run and gun, pretty much. I do enjoy that most of the enemies don't have a hitbox. It's only their shots that have it. That's a really good touch, and it helps the stage quite a bit. Otherwise, I would have taken so much more damage. Spawning me into Rabi-Ribi music right off the bat. Absolutely superb setting. That song lands perfect, like really deeply with me. I really like that song, so that's why starting the stage off like that was amazing. Then we had the premise, the lore, then we got right into the thick of the action. This stage, honestly, really good overall. Really had a blast with this one, where I did a lot of blasting, no pun intended. Ha! And with that said, there's only one stage left before the boss, so time for a quick refreshing pause and time to wrap up tier 6 soon.